Is it safe to look yet? Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 terrifying scenes in anime.
What's going on? What?
Oh my God.
Hey, just a quick reminder, if you like this video, be sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more great content every day. For this list, we'll be looking at the scenes in anime series and films that truly inspire fear. As such, be aware that some of these scenes are on the mature side, not to mention that there are spoilers aplenty.
Isn't that what you wanted, Doctor? That's what you said anyway.
Number 10, The Spider Woman, Wicked City.
I didn't know you were in such a hurry.
I hope you don't mind.
Fellas, you might want to look away now. In a world where demonic creatures from the black world live in secret among humans, it's not uncommon for some accidental interspecies intercourse to take place once in a while. Unfortunately, one gentleman finds himself in said situation when a night of hanky-panky goes horribly awry and his lady friend reveals herself to be part spider.
That was a close one, wasn't it?
Well, that's certainly one way to kill the mood. Number 9, Lucy's Rampage, Elfin lead.
I'll take this, bitch! Watch out!
Lucy hasn't had the easiest life. With a traumatic childhood filled with experimentation and imprisonment, you'd expect her to be just a bit angry. After escaping from her captivity, she tears apart guards, scientists, and anyone else who gets in her way. One person who gets a particularly tough break from her, though, is the Special Force soldier Bando. With her numerous vectors allowing her to slice through literally everything, you can expect the worst here. Number 8, Street Kill, Psycho Pass.
Help me! Someone, please help!
The terror in this particular scene has a duality to it that will not only spook you, but also leave you feeling kind of unnerved. In a dystopian future where every state of mind is monitored, much of the populace's humanity has been lost with it, evidenced when a masked killer beats a woman to death in the street in plain view of a large crowd, and they do nothing but watch. The brutality of the attack itself, mixed with the shocking nonchalant attitude of passers-by, creates something truly harrowing to behold.
I detect that you are experiencing a high level of stress. It is recommended that you seek help immediately from a specialized mental health facility.
Number 7, Nerve gets tanged. The end of Evangelion.
Damn it!
It's fair to say that the ending of the original Neon Genesis Evangelion series was not to everyone's taste, which was why fans had such high hopes for this cinematic retelling of the conclusion of Shinji, Asuka, and Rei's story.
The Chamber of Guff is open. The door to both the beginning and the end of the world.
The result is certainly fitting of the Evangelion mythos, in that it's shocking, slightly confusing, and utterly apocalyptic. The most terrifying part of all? Oh, well, that's when all the characters you've grown to love get turned into orange goop.
Hikari, did you also finally get to see Yui again?
Number 6, Mother and Son, Parasite.
Nobuko!
Alien infestations in anime can be hit or miss in terms of scare factor. The parasites, however, more than earn their place as one of the creepiest and deadliest extraterrestrials to ever grace the small screen.
父さん、あの男は戻っていないのか?
Not only do they bring paranoia to the forefront by taking over the bodies of friends and family members, but they also have the nasty tendency of turning their hosts into living weapons. Shinichi discovers both of these aspects firsthand when he's confronted by his potentially infected mother. Number 5, Remz Torture, Re:Zero.
脳が震える。
Despite managing to bring himself back from the dead on multiple occasions, our unlucky protagonist Subaru cannot help but retain the mental scars he suffers from his various demises. One of the worst comes when he encounters the Witches Cult, who not only brutalized and imprisoned him, but tortured the adorable maid Rem to death as well. Seeing her die in a contorted state right before his eyes breaks what's left of Subaru's minds, and parts of ours too. Number 4, The Eclipse, Berserk.
Why? We don't belong here. We don't deserve this.
In a single, haunting moment, the character of Griffith went from being a graceful and slightly dubious man of honor to one of the most heartless villains of all time. In exchange for being granted the chance to become one of the God Hand, Griffith chooses to sacrifice the entire band of the Hawk, where they are then systematically torn apart and devoured by an army of apostles. If the massacre of several hundred soldiers isn't enough to make you shudder, then what follows brings a whole different kind of horror. Number 3, Hands-on Gamble, Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor.
指をなくす上に2000万も取られ残るのは借金と痛み壊滅的敗北
As is always the case with gambling, you win or you lose, plain and simple. Except in the case of Kaiji, losing sometimes equates giving an appendage or two.
1億圧倒的な金
To clear his debts, Kaiji agrees to enter a series of lethal games where he has a chance to win big. As you might expect, the tension in these scenarios is palpable, with Kaiji always just a slip away from losing everything. In this particular case, though, he does, along with the majority of his fingers. Heck, everyone's luck runs out eventually. Number 2, Knife to the Head, Higurashi, When They Cry.
Sorry, but I'm gonna have to turn you down on that offer. Find someone else to torture.
While, on the surface, this looks like your average anime about a group of innocent-looking girls and their everyday antics, it soon becomes very apparent that it's actually downright disturbing. Needle! From the murders to the various rewinding timelines, Shion, Rika, Rena, and the others go from adorable to monstrous in the blink of an eye. One particularly disturbing time was when Rika took her own life in the most unorthodox of manners. Before we get to our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Was it really so much to ask that I get to spend one single day in bliss with the man I love?
Number 1, The Atomic Bomb, Barefoot Gen. This film follows the life of the Japanese family following the unspeakable events of Hiroshima during the Second World War. And while their hardships truly break your heart, what leaves you breathless is watching the bomb drop on the city. Hiroshima and its people melt before your very eyes in excruciating detail, all while the sense of panic and hopelessness rages on. What's most frightening about this scene is not only the grisly visuals, but knowing it's actually a part of human history. Man, this got dark fast. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.